mother casually tossed the freshly stir-fried shredded potatoes. Her daughter, calm and composed, stretched out her 2.8-meter-long legs and caught them steadily. Then, using a perfect parabolic arc, she delivered the dish right onto the guest's table. One of the guests nearby asked her to open a beer. Amidst her busy movements, she performed a 360-degree spin and effortlessly popped the cap. But this impressive girl wasn't ordinary. She was born from the depths of chaos and bloodshed. 20 years ago, in an effort to completely eliminate a powerful human trafficking gang that had long plagued the area, a woman who had been pregnant for 3 years called upon her battle-hardened comrades to launch a final assault. During the fierce battle, her labor pains suddenly began. Faced with both dangerous enemies in childbirth, only a few could remain behind to help her deliver. Astonishingly, in under 30 seconds, she gave birth to a chubby baby weighing over 30 g, approximately 15 kilograms. But martial artists are built differently. There was no time for rest. She placed the newborn aside and immediately joined the fight, grappling with the traffickers. After 81 brutal rounds of combat, the gang was completely eradicated. This incredible feat, giving birth and battling simultaneously, became legendary. The woman earned a fierce reputation and was given the nickname Jian in the martial world. Fast forward 20 years, the woman had long since retired from the martial world. She opened a small tavern and lived a peaceful life with her daughter. But as the saying goes, where there are people, there is a martial world. One day, a female college student was chased by traffickers all the way to Jian's tavern. Desperate to escape, the student ran up to the guests and begged for help. But the diners, afraid of getting involved, remained cold and indifferent. Even when she presented her student ID to prove her identity, one of the guests heartlessly kicked her away. Just as the traffickers were about to forcibly take her away, the girl, who had trained in martial arts with her mother since childhood, stepped forward. She pulled out her own student ID and exposed the traffickers for who they really were. This act of bravery finally moved the guests, and they stood up one by one to confront the traffickers. But this only infuriated the traffickers even more. They turned on the girl and threatened to send her straight to the afterlife. At that critical moment, Jian appeared and ordered them to stop. Everyone thought she was going to intervene. But to their shock, she simply took her daughter's hand and turned to leave. No matter how much the student pleaded, Jian ignored her cries. Mistaking Jian's silence for fear, the traffickers became bolder. They drove out all the guests, pinned the student to the table, and prepared to commit an unspeakable act. But just as the college student was about to lose everything, Jian reached her breaking point. She could no longer stay silent. In an instant, she unleashed a devastating series of attacks on the traffickers, releasing all her suppressed fury.